let's go on to the next principle. 5, control. All right. Now, control is using positive communication to guide them into the physical service zone. This is getting butts in seats, getting bodies through the door, getting a body on the table, right? These are whatever euphemisms you want to use. This is the essential part. You've got to have the processes by which you control the person with their interest, maintaining their interest, and move them to the place where you can actually do something with them, because you cannot sell anybody who doesn't show up. They've got to show up in order for you to actually have any chance of doing the rest of this, which is getting them to actually pay you something. So if they don't show up, they don't do it. So this is the part. So if you've got several ways, we have this text follow process, and we have this person who will call, and we have this, and then, okay, you can now evaluate not these against each other, but okay, does it use positive communication and guide the person into the service zone? That's your bottom evaluation point on this is what does that the best, right? What is the thing? That's its purpose, that's its goal. So when you're doing that, and this is an area, by the way, good practices have this solved and bad practices are a nightmare. I always know a practice that's going to be a little, when they like, well, we don't call our own leads. We need you to call our leads for us. Like, why? Just get it right. It's so much cheddar. It's so much, I can think of 10,000 reasons why it's so much better to have you do it. Your lead scheduled by the lowest paid person in someone else's company who you're not really sure if they're on the job today or what. It's not good. Just develop the process inside. There's so many ways to easy schedule courses, schedule trainings, dime a dozen, easy to find, easy to get right, easy to script. There's no reason you can't have that as one of your strengths, because every big practice I know has scheduling as a strength, has something they don't outsource that they usually, well, there's a few exceptions obviously that make the rule, but most people I see are successful have really good internal processes, okay? All right, so when I'm talking about that, here's how you deploy that communication, right? So in that positive communication that guides them, you've got to have empathy and friendliness, validation and assurance, scarcity, so it's got some value, right? The appointment has to have some kind of value to it, like, oh, you're getting to see the doctor who, he's the main guy. He just had this special training, or he's been doing this for years, or he's whatever he wants to see, and you're going to get to see him. But I only have an appointment for you on Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, really? And if you miss your appointment, it might be another 6 weeks before we can get you in. Oh my gosh, right? So whatever, I mean, not quite that way, but the idea is that the appointment has to be given value. That positive communication has to instill the value in order for them to actually guide them in. Otherwise, something else comes up, it rains, they want to show up, whatever. That's where your no-shows come from, is people who just lost track of the value and they weren't positively guided into the place, right? All right, you also want to have AI, automation type stuff. You want to use the mechanical things if you can. We've got an AI system that we use for clients who just talks to people nice. It just follows up on them and make sure, hey, we want to make sure you see in the office, once you're coming in, that kind of thing, right? Or you can even have the automated text messages. Those are the kind of the dumb ones. They're still fine. The AI ones are a little more smooth and a little more convincing and have a better show-up rate. But even if you just have a text message blast that goes out, before the person's appointment, that still works. But you got to use that, right? Reminders and advanced paperwork, getting people to do paperwork in advance. We all know that trick too, right?